I can kind of see why uh, narcissist abuse survivors would monetize their channel uh, because things are pretty rough when you extricate from a family. Um, at least at the beginning, you have to really believe in yourself, which is something I haven't fully done, is believe in myself totally. Um, I admit that uh, even though my parents were very damaging to me, they were financial support, but I kind of see how that was kind of a hook as well, to keep me attached. I don't know. I just, I can see once you extricate from the family, that financial support is immediately cut off. Like all financial support from them is immediately cut off. So you have to make it work, um, no matter what. So I can kind of see how some uh channels like monetize their uh channel uh because they are helping people, but it is a hard road even after escaping. It's a hard road in a lot of ways. Um, Not just with the after effects, the psychological, emotional, physical, and all that, but the financial support that you had is gone too immediately, and so you have to have that planned for, and expected. So you can't always, if you're going to cut off from them, you have to cut off the financial support permanently. So, um, yeah, um, I don't know. I just got some uh, kind of a bad news letter in the mail about um, I might have to pay more for something, um, which is all right, but it's kind of rough because I'm kind of playing catch up a little bit on one of my bills, um, despite working every day. But I don't know. Uh, Anyways, I can just understand why they would monetize their channel, even though like I don't think you should. I think the information should be given out for free. In my opinion, uh, the abuse is so bad that this information should just be free, like automatic truth to the public. Just it's that important. Like money shouldn't even be a fucking thing asked for, in my opinion, for this kind of a uh thing. It's that big of an issue, in my opinion, that uh if I asked for money, I'd feel like one of them, one of the narcissists, because uh their greed is unmatched, like unmatched, and so when that's what I was used to being around, and it's hard to not like take on their behavior about like money is everything, greed, 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 just that mindset is constant with them, with the greed. So like I feel like pushing this information out should be the opposite of that, should be free, you know truth. So the victim of this isn't like, oh man, it's just another narcissist trying to make money off my pain, you know? So, and that's what I would have thought, uh, or, growing up, if I saw these channels, I'm like, this is just more narcissists trying to make money off my suffering. And so that's kind of why I'm like kind of against it. And from my position, from where I'm standing, for what I went through, I'm I would be I would feel like I was a hypocrite to my younger self if I started asking for money, for the information. You know what I'm saying? Like, uh, I my younger self would be like, "You turned into one of them. You turned into one of them. You turned into one of the narcs." Even though I didn't know what a narc was back then, but I knew what my parents were. You turned into one of them. I would be saying that to myself right now. Like being a hypocrite. So I don't want to be that, and I don't want God to be mad at me either. So I think that giving this information out, any help that I can, is pretty much why I'm kept alive right now. I think God keeps me alive, literally, because I might be helping someone somewhere. So he keeps me going, even though my body is so broken, my mind is so broken, but I'm still like helping in some way. So like he keeps me alive. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I'm graced with more life. Just keep them going. Throw food at them. Keep them going. Throw food at them. I think that's the only reason I'm alive, to be honest. Just that I really don't give a fuck about money. I don't, like, I need it to survive, and that's it. But like as far as like possessions and stuff, I don't need that. I don't need anything. I don't want anything. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Like, I just don't want to be a prisoner, locked up in some way, because I felt like I was locked up with a couple of jailers. I was serving a prison sentence at birth, and I didn't even do any crime. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do that anymore. Like, I just felt like I was serving this prison sentence for a previous life. Like, I did something wrong in the previous life, so I was thrown into a cult family with cult parents, narcissist parents. That was my punishment. You know what I mean? For my previous life mistakes. I was serving time. So I served like 20 years prison time with narcissists, surrounding me, and in a cult at least 2 decades, straight. Um, Trying to survive that, just being their target of abuse, basically. But I don't know, like, I just understand why survivors uh do monetize their channels and like uh that kind of thing. I understand that. Um, but because it is a hard road after uh after you extricate yourself uh finally and officially. It is a hard kind of a unknown road. You let go of all your old supports, well, pretend supports, you know what I mean? um Crutches, all these crutches that you had. You're letting go of all that. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Just because, like, just this uh I'm always cutting it tight with money. And it sucks. It sucks to always cutting it really tight, you know what I mean? And so I understand why survivors, um and they do coach and stuff, they do offer service, but some of them just ask for money straight up, and I'm like, I can't do that. I'd be a hypocrite to myself, you know what I mean? Like in my mind, because like that's what narcissists do. Narcissists just ask for money straight up for no reason other than they're in a superior position, you know what I mean? An entitled position. That's the only reason they think they're entitled to just free money, without providing physical service. But anyways, that's all I want to say. All right, later.